After Bitcoin exactly filled up the CME gap, we are right now still in the midst of this massive 4-hourly consolidation phase, which is going to be breaking out any moment right now. So in today's update video, I will be talking about this next big move on Bitcoin, the most important support and resistance levels we need to be paying attention towards right now, the liquidity zones, and many more important charts. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap that like button back above 800 likes. That will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And of course, first of all, I'm gonna kick off the video with talking about the CME futures gap, because once again, yes, while we were pumping over the course of the weekend, we came back on the Monday to fill up the CME gap. And that is of course also exactly what we were expecting. So right now with the weekend over, with the CME gap filled, we can start to see what exciting week is ahead of ourselves. And honestly, if I'm looking at what is going to be expecting next year, I will be looking at this massive consolidation phase right here. We're creating a big downward sloping resist line where we can see that Bitcoin already got rejected from multiple times in a row. And also we can clearly see that we're having big support trading below us, with also more than 3 times in a row we found support from. And basically what we're seeing right now is that Bitcoin is consolidating in this massive consolidation phase, and whenever we're going to be breaking either above support or above resistance, we're going to see that massive breakout happening. And to be very clear, we're expecting that this is ultimately going to be happening in the coming 1 day and 12 hours, because in 1 day and 12 hours we're going to be reaching the apex of this symmetrical triangle. So the price targets are very clear for this breakout. If we are going to be seeing a bearish breakdown, we're going to be seeing the Bitcoin price go down to $63,000. If we're going to be having a bullish breakout, we're going to see the price increase towards an approximately $74,000. So these are the 2 price targets I'm going to be aiming for, whether we're going to be seeing a breakout towards the upside or towards the downside. So make sure to pay attention towards it right now. Further on, we can see that Bitcoin of course remains to be trading in this upward sloping trend here on the lower side. We remain to be creating higher low after higher low after higher low. So for me, it will be actually very likely that this trend is going to be continuing, and the chances of the Bitcoin price breaking towards the upside are a little bit higher than the chances of Bitcoin actually breaking lower, because you can also see clearly here on the 4-hourly time frame, we are trading in an average or slight uptrend. So it is going to be a little bit more likely that Bitcoin is actually going to be going higher from off this point. And I mean, if I'm also going to be looking at the most important previous resistance right here in the market, it currently has flipped into support, and this is also giving us a small little sign that the market is indeed right now still bouncing towards the upside. So while all this is happening, funding rates remain to be neutral, and if I'm looking at the liquidation heat map, I can see that over $4.7 billion worth of Bitcoin short liquidations will be getting liquidated if Bitcoin hits $74,000. So yeah, $74,000 is my ultimate target. If you've been watching the channel, you know it, because 74K is the target where I will be taking profits on my long position. And of course, if you want to be trading just like me on Bybit, you could currently join me and claim a free $200 trade here. And all you need to do for that is go to the link description of today's video, press on this link right here, and if you then deposit $100 in your first 7 days, you will be able to claim a free $200 on Bitcoin or Ethereum to open up a free trade here. So make sure to check it out, the link description of today's video, if you are interested in trading. Then also, looking at the fact that Bitcoin of course created this bull flag pattern, we've right now also started to see a slight little breakout. And you can see that on the initial leg towards the upside, we had an approximately surge of 91%, which was of course quite insane. And if we're right now going to be measuring the price target, of course, of this bull flag pattern on Bitcoin, the price target is going to be measuring it from the point that we're going to be having the breakout on the top side, and the price target is going to be as long as the initial leg towards the upside. So this time around, the price target for this bull flag pattern is going to be sitting around $110,000. And since we right now broke the downward sloping resistance lines and actually flipped it into support, it looks to be that that big breakout is currently getting started. And really, if Bitcoin does break above this region right here, and if you're also zooming out, it would make a lot of sense that we are right now at the beginning stage of that next leg towards the upside. And whenever we break above this top side of this box right here, then I believe this big move is going to get initiated, and I won't be surprised that Bitcoin is indeed going to be pushing higher towards $100,000, because also right here in this massive consolidation phase, you can clearly see Bitcoin has been going upwards almost the entire year, and basically every single time we create a slight little consolidation phase and we continue higher. And now as well, we're creating the largest consolidation phase in this massive rally towards the upside. And whenever we do clearly break above $72,000 with like a 3-day candle or a weekly candle, that is going to be the point and the confirmation Bitcoin is going to be absolutely breaking higher from of this point. So I'm going to be looking very closely towards it. And I mean, honestly, on the bigger perspective of it all, I don't think that it is a good time to be bearish on Bitcoin. I believe that we should be bullish on Bitcoin. And yes, if we're looking at all the data is pointing towards one sign, and that is that this Bitcoin bull market is just getting started and that there's still a lot of upside to come here. So whenever we're going to be seeing that next leg towards the upside and we're going to be seeing another 20% correction, I will be warning you, because in this bull market, 20 to 23% corrections are the new standard, which I believe also is of course a thing you should be benefiting from and not necessarily look back at and think, oh, this is a bad thing. No, because we know this is a thing right now here. We could benefit from it in the future with potential upcoming trades we're going to be opening right here. Then also, of course, in like 1 or 2 weeks from now on, we're going to have the Ethereum ETFs for BlackRock, Fidelity, Bitwise, etc. The reason why this is not live yet here, because they have not got the approval on the S1s, and whenever they're going to get so, which is expected to happen in the coming 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to see the Ethereum ETF go live, and I think that is going to be causing, once again, a massive pump on the markets. We can see that if we're looking at the Bitcoin ETFs, we've seen significant inflows, and even on the total cumulative flows, we have been hitting new all-time highs here, which is of course quite insane. If we're right now going to be looking at Ethereum, even though Bitcoin is coming down here, is pushing up higher again against this red box here. And this red box right here is, of course, that very critical range where we got rejected from in the past, where we got rejected from a couple weeks ago. And if we break above this level, I believe that the big run for Ethereum towards the upside is really getting started. So make sure to pay attention towards it. This is the most important level on Ethereum we need to be breaking above of. And if we confirm the break above this level, then we're going to be seeing definitely a massive continuation higher. You can see that last time around as well, we saw a severe rejection from high to low. This rejection was on approximately 11% here, which is quite insane. So make sure to take this level very seriously. This level previously around provided big resistance, and I won't be surprised to once again see Bitcoin, of course, getting absolutely hammered around this level. So this is it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to slap on the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.